According to Julia Pollack, the chief economist for ZipRecruiter, who we've had on our podcast, good episode. Everybody should go back and listen to that one. But employers are resorting to skills-based hiring and saying, we don't care if you finish college. There's a clear trend where smaller businesses are more likely to say they're doing this versus major enterprises. In a future episode, I'll cover the report on the small businesses, but the small businesses are actually actively avoiding hiring college graduates. They are, in fact, avoiding you guys. That is what's going on. I'll talk about why that is in that episode where we cover that report, but it's very interesting.
Smaller businesses are saying this, I believe, because they want to increase their talent pool right now. They want more people to start applying to their jobs right now. It's one of the things that people are starting to realize that is a major unlock. Oh, if you just get rid of the degree requirement, I get a lot more people applying to my roles. I remember I was having a conversation, it was a few months ago for sure, sometime in 2023. I was having a conversation with a recruiter in the auto industry. And one of the things I said, what's the biggest problem for you right now? And she's like, just can't get applicants. And I was just like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's just like, I have a lot of open roles and I just can't get people to apply. And it just made me think, and I was like, wow. I mean, this wasn't a small company too. This was a
large regional company.
I think it's like $3 billion market cap of the company. And so I was like, that's kind of crazy. If that's a problem, what a lot of these smaller companies are realizing and are willing to say right now, because they don't have as much red tape, is they're willing to say, yeah, you don't need a college degree. Open it up. And they will see, wow, one line on my job description was keeping away so much talent.
For no reason.
And granted, okay, some people might say, well, I don't want people that only one line kept them away. Like, you want a degree-free person that's like, yeah, I don't care that says college degree required. I'm going to apply anyway. And that's the person that you want. But the reality of the situation is that they're not getting enough applications.
How do you fix that? Be more accurate. It's so wild to watch this happen when we've been saying that this has been going on. And also, one of the most frequent comments constantly on TikTok, one of the most frequent comments I get is, yeah, the reason the companies are trying to hire degree-free people is because they can pay them less. No, the reason they're trying to hire degree-free people is because they churn 39% less. I do not think that some of you understand how much cost that saves a company. I don't think you understand. Degree-free people do not leave at the rate that college graduates do. And people can fuss about that all day, but the cost and the amount of time it takes to replace somebody when they leave, to train somebody to get them up to par in a role, they estimate it takes 6 months to get up to training. And then every time you have an open role, it costs an average of $5,000 to fill that role. It's incredibly expensive. It costs your team a lot of productivity. It slows everything down. And that's just one person. But imagine you just expand that to a large scale and you have people constantly churning. When that happens, it's slowing the company down so much and it's costing them so much money. And then they have to hire and they have to have more recruiters and they have to have more staff. And it's this constant onboarding and offboarding of people. It's very expensive. It's very time consuming. There's all this lost knowledge. There's all this lost process. And so that's why companies are doing this. It's because they've realized, wait a minute, we can get the same level of skill. And this is Jenny Romerty, the former CEO of IBM, says that degree-free people perform the same as PhDs when they're trained. It's the same. She is one of the leaders on this too. And she's like, there's no difference. And that's what people are struggling with. They think that because they bought a bachelor's degree in marketing that, oh, well, companies don't want to hire me because I just want a wage premium. And I'm like, no, they don't want to hire you because you're going to leave. And your college told you were going to make 90 grand when the market value for your salary is 60. It was 60 before you bought your degree. It's 60 after you bought your degree, but you think it's 90 because your college, which has nothing to do with the business that's going to hire you, is going to pay you $90,000.